today we have John Milton, our distinguished guest. He attended Phillip Elementary School, graduated from Rufus King, two-sport athlete, played both basketball and football. He's inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, John, how you doing? John, how are you? Yeah, I can't hear him.
Right, exactly. We know. Okay, go ahead and play music out. I'm talking to them in the studio.
Okay, so when do he has to come back on the screen, correct?
Right, they'll bring him back up. Go ahead and start talking.
Today, our distinguished guest is John Milton. Johnson attended and graduated from Rufus King School, where he was a two-sport athlete. He played both basketball and football and excelled in both sports.
Can you hear me now?
All right, John, how are you? All right,
I'm all right.
John Milton, Rufus King High School, excelled in basketball and football, inducted into the Rufus King Hall of Fame. How was that? How was that honor to you, John? What did you think of that?
That was a blessing. I mean, it's always nice to be recognized by peers and staff. When we all came into Rufus King our freshman year, I'm dating myself, 1979, little did we know that we was going to be able to make a mark on basketball.
Okay, so you grew up in the Rufus King neighborhood. Name some of the basketball legends in that neighborhood.
Oh, man, back in the day, you had off of Garden Homes, the one and only Dave Riles. You had Lamont Pippen, Greg Nash, Percy Eddy hung out over there, Greg Leach, Derek Coleman, Darren Cannon, Chris Curtis. Now he changed his name to Jomo Malik Lumumba. He played at Milwaukee Lutheran, and we all played for Atkinson Triangle back in the day. If you remember, we didn't have AAU. We just had a Warner Respect League.
Okay. You ended up getting a scholarship to North Dakota State, correct?
Yes, sir, I did. Got a 4-year scholarship to North Dakota State.
What's about that experience?
But that was unique. I mean, to go from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to go to NDSU. The good thing is I went there with Dave Riles and Darryl Terry back in the day. So we were a package deal. All three of us went.
Oh, I didn't know Dave Riles played at North Dakota State. Point guard
Dave Riles
from Mesmer, correct?
Correct. Dave Riles is in the Hall of Fame at North Dakota State for steals and assists.
Wow. Okay. So you graduated and you moved to, did you move to Dane County immediately after graduation?
No, after graduation, I came back home, and then my high school sweetheart and I got back together, Sheila Milton, and at the time she was working at Kraft, and we got engaged, and I moved up to Madison, Wisconsin after that.
There you go. A beautiful lady takes you to Dane County.
Hey.
You're cultural services coordinator at La Follette High School, correct?
Yes, sir. I've been here at La Follette about 12 years. My goal is to work with affinity groups, get them ready for graduation in 4 years, and help mentor, nurture them, and make them young adults.
Okay. You're involved in the Howard Moore basketball camp, is that correct?
Yeah, Howard Moore, a good friend of mine who was a coach at UW-Madison, him and his family, unfortunately, was involved with a horrific car accident leaving Chicago, heading to Detroit. They were hit by a drunk driver. He lost his wife, daughter, and then he himself currently is confined to a wheelchair at the time, and his son broke his collarbone.
Okay, how long have you been involved with that camp?
I've been involved with that camp for about 3 years now. Me and my cousin, whenever I do a camp, I try to get, the top-notch people. When I did stuff with Devin Harris, I had Marcus Hines and Kevin Johnson in Milwaukee. Because at the time, my cousin Robert Hackett was working for the Mavs. And up here, I have Robert Hackett and, of course, Jason the Jet Terry.
Yeah, Robert Hackett was the only trainer to work with 3 MVPs: Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Giannis. So
Yeah, I remember the day the Hacks started working with Giannis's rookie year. And he told me, he said, "John, this man is special." He said Giannis could dunk a ball from half court in just 3 dribbles.
wow. Well,
Think about
he's
that.
definitely special. Okay, so tell us about the Howard Moore. What is the goal of the camp?
The Howard Moore Camping Foundation is all about providing opportunities for underserving, low-income youth. We focus in Chicago and Mayor. We might try to bring some stuff to Milwaukee. So in addition to do a strong component of mental health, and we also provide scholarships to young children of color that are interested in the field of engineering or dance. Because Howard's wife was an engineer, electrical engineer, I believe, or civil engineer, and his daughter, who passed away, loved to dance. So we try to honor them by going through the camp and doing stuff with them.
Okay. So what are the ages of the youth that attend the camp?
The ages that we focus on are usually 7 to 14. We do go as high as 18. But what we found out, once you get past 16, once you get past 14 or 16, a lot of the students are involved with AAU basketball. So we're more on showing them how to do the basic skills and drills. And to give you an example, Jason Terry at the camp last year, he stood outside the 3-point line and hit 25 threes straight. Didn't even touch the rim.
Wow. Besides Jason Terry, you have some other volunteers: Robert Hackett, Rasheed Griffin, right? Okay.
Yep. Robert.
The Big Ten established in 2024 the Howard Moore Award. It goes to assistant coach who demonstrates commitment to the development of student athletes and on and off the court, has made a measurable contribution to their community and showed a commitment to diversity and inclusion. What do you think about those qualifications for the award?
That's amazing. Howard, if you knew Howard Moore, he was the type of guy that once you met him, he tried to be your friend no matter what. Howard was unconditionally loved by a lot of people, and he did a lot in the community. He was often, him and his wife, for example, in Madison, they gave out coats in the wintertime. They gave out food for Thanksgiving. They're just top-notch people. But Howard was just, when you hear of a good guy, he was that good guy. I used to tease him about being the Denzel Washington of Madison. That's how good he was.
Well, I attended law school from 1991 to 1994. I think Howard was actually on the basketball team along with Tracy Webster, Mike Finley, to name a few. Mr. Griffin as well, to name a few.
Yep.
Other than the Howard Moore basketball camp, do you have any experience running any other camps?
Yeah, we used to, I don't know if you remember the Devin Harris basketball camp, of which Devin Harris, good friend and a young man that I look up to all the time. His one requirement was he wanted to be in the inner city. So we had our camp at North Division, and we did that camp from 2007, I think, to 2012 or 2013. The largest amount of campers that we had at one point was like 413 students that was a lot.
Wow. Yeah, actually, I used to coach Galilee in senior league, so I know Devin Harris when he was a kid. Played for the Tigers. Very good baseball player. Had a great curveball, could run.
Very good.
Great defensive center fielder. And he told me his best sport was basketball at the time. So I think he was the 5th pick in the draft that year, he may have been the highest draft pick for a UW Madison basketball player, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that is correct. I mean, great baseball player. Also played volleyball. A lot of people don't know that he was real good at volleyball.
Well, he was a great athlete, so yeah,
Yeah,
that
he didn't
doesn't
get tired.
surprise me.
Yeah, he never got
Okay,
tired. So he had a motor that he would go all day long.
right. Okay. So others have good things to say about you. Former NBA player Jason Terry said that John Milton is a giver and continues to be a beacon in the community and is truly concerned about giving back and being a service to others. What do you think of that?
That's an honor to have a compliment like that from somebody like Jet. I mean, Jet himself is a giver. I mean, he comes to our camp. We did a camp Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday in Chicago, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And he just wiped off his slate, didn't commit to anything else and came back to give. I mean, so that's a true honor. I mean, nothing but love for Jet all the time.
And he's coaching, he's assistant coach at Utah right now?
Yes, he is.
Okay. And Robert Hackett, your friend and cousin, and also I think he graduated the same year at Rufus King High School, has some good things to say about you as well. He says that John Milton is a genuine person with a big heart and enjoys positively impacting our youth. What do you feel about that?
Hack is my guy. I don't know if you remember back when we started as freshmen in 1979. Hackett has always been the one that's been super confident. And he was so confident that when he ran track at King, and especially kind of dominated his junior and senior year, he used to wear his leather sweater with all 200 some odd medals on there out in the warm weather in springtime. And I used to hold his blocks, and he used to be like, man, hold my sweater. He said, watch me do this. But Hack is just, I mean, to have a resume to say that you trained 3 MVPs, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Giannis, that shows that he knows what he's doing. And he was, a great protege of the good Joe from the Striders back in the day. Big Joe used to always train Hack and teach him and do some stuff. So just proud to be related, and if we can make a difference in the Madison, Chicago, and possibly Milwaukee area, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to talk to him and interview him at your camp. I didn't realize he won the 100 and 200 his sophomore year. So he won 100 and 200 his sophomore junior year. So he's probably the most accomplished high school sprinter to come out of the period, out of the state of Wisconsin.
Either him and Floyd Hurd, because Floyd ran at Houston.
Yeah, right. Floyd Hurd, another guy.
Yeah. But I think Hack still holds.
He holds this.
Huh?
He holds the record for the 200 in the shell. Hackett does.
Yep.
Yeah,
he still does, and he has a. I don't say he has a daughter that's running for Ohio State.
Oh, she's in college. Oh, I didn't know she was that old. How is she doing?
She is an amazing athlete. I guarantee you, she's gonna break a lot of records in the 1 and 200. She's fast, just like him and Renee.
Okay. Right, genes. But at the time when I was attending University of Wisconsin, Herschel Walker held the record for the 55 meter. I don't know why he's broken since then, but that shows you the kind of company Hackett's keeping. Herschel Walker holds the 55 meter and he holds the 200 meter. And Herschel Walker was in track and football.
Yeah, he was one big muscle.
Yourself were involved in the nonprofit. It's called Mitso. Is that correct?
It's Milazzo.
Milazzo, you want to tell us a little bit about that foundation?
Yeah, Milazzo is a nonprofit that we work with Marquette volleyball players, give back to underprivileged students in the area of mentoring. So, for example, Rob and I would be on site. I think it's Sunday, November 9th. for the senior game. So those young ladies, and we have some young men from different sports come out to the Running Rebels and mentor students.
Chuck, keep talking, keep talking.
Okay, so John, can you tell the people how they donate to the Howard Moore Foundation? You could tell them the ways to donate to the Howard Moore Foundation and the foundation that you and Robert are involved in. John, I don't know if you heard the question. I'll repeat it.
Chuck, keep talking as if he's almost got to carry it. Just
Okay. So I think we lost, but just like to say that we both grew up in the same neighborhood. John, could you tell the people how to donate to the Howard Moore Foundation?
Yeah, if you're interested in making a donation, the best bet is to contact me. My phone number. You there?
Yes.
The best way is to contact me on my phone, 608-239-8371. We're in the process of doing our website, but every money used goes towards the camp, make a difference in the community, and to provide a scholarship for a student of color in the field of engineering or dance.
Okay, that sounds great. What about the Mitsu Foundation? They can contact about donating.
Yeah, I'm wearing two hats, so still contact me at
You wear me.
608-239-8371. I only do two foundations, and that's it after that.
Okay. Hey man, let's talk some NBA ball. I know it's early in the season. It's a 4-1. They defeated Golden State last night. What do you think about the Bucks team and their chances for probably winning a championship this year?
I'm always been a Bucks fan. I just think it's going to be an uphill battle once you get to the playoffs. That's going to be a lot of wear and tear.
You got a pick coming out the East?
Giannis. I think they'll come out the East.
You got a pick coming out?
They're not going to be number one coming out the East.
Who you picking for number one? Do you have a pick?
Detroit looking pretty good right now.
Detroit? Wow, man. They haven't been relevant since the Bad Boys. I don't know about Detroit. In Boston, they keep their key players hurt, right? So I don't know how well they're gonna do. Hey, but we beat Golden State last night, so I think that's a sign. I think the team is playing together. They improved defensively, so I think we have a lot to look forward to.
No, definitely a lot to look forward to, and it's always a good time coming to Pfizer Forum. The Bucks put on a good show, and it's a great organization.
I agree with that. So let's talk some college football. What do you think of the Badgers? Badgers playing up to expectations or not?
I think they're playing up to their expectations, but I heard, and I don't know how true it is, I heard that they are the second to the bottom when it comes to NIL deals. So
why is that? They're usually in the top 20 in revenue.
Yep, but having said that, they have to come out some cash. I mean, the tables have turned. No longer are the coaches getting all the money.
Right. A lot of people thought, and this may be a little random, that John Calipari leaving Kentucky was a bad move, but he's got 3 or 4 billionaires associated with that Arkansas program. Jerry Jones, I think the one of the Walmart heirs, the Tyson Chickio. So NIL is where it's at now. So I think he's figured that out, and he's going to be successful at Arkansas based on the NIL money. At least that's my opinion. So
Oh
NIL is
yeah.
where it's at. If you can't pay these guys, they're not going to your school.
Well, and, being a former college athlete, I mean, I think it's just fair. I mean, I know working in North Dakota State, my schedule was jam packed from 7 a.m. until sometimes 7 p.m. at night after practice. And then still, if you didn't have a 2.5 or better, you had to go to the study table, and then you're there till 9:30. Now you only got from 10 to the next morning.
Well, it's hard to be a student athlete when the student can just concentrate on studying and you have to do both.
That's right.
So I
But
think
meantime, the coach getting all the money. That ain't right. You got to share that revenue.
well, hey, it's deceiving out now, so that's good because some of these guys are going to get NIL money who won't actually make it to the pro. At least they had
Yep.
something for all the work they put forward to make the program better,
Hey, in the words of the great Michael Jordan, he said Jerry Reinsdorf ain't out on the court.
yeah, Michael Jordan, man. Well, I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT, to be honest. He won 4 championships in high school. Michael Jordan got cut, and then he won 3 championships at UCLA, 4th, but freshmen couldn't play. And then they outlawed the dunk in college because of him. He has 6 championships. So it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, if it's the NBA Hall of Fame, I think you can make it. Then I think he had 6'5". So I think Jordan may have been the most exciting player. Wear his shoes, so they want to say he's the greatest. You can certainly make the argument that he's the greatest, but I think if you look at his whole basketball body, to be Jabbar. What do you think?
Either Jabbar or Bill Russell. Bill got 9. He got 9 rings, baby.
Well, see, it's interesting that they use Super Bowl to judge to say that Tom Brady is the greatest, but they never look at Bill. Bill has 11, and if you looked at Bill, then he would be the greatest. And I don't think everybody thinks he's the greatest in ball. So there has to be a consistent argument for who's the best player in the league. As my dad, he gonna say Jim Brown. If you ask certain people, they're gonna say player. You can make an argument that Lawrence Taylor is the best player of all time. That guy was something else. You couldn't block him. He's the person. Michael Parsons is the modern day Lawrence Taylor, in my opinion. So you can make an argument that Jerry Rice is the best NFL player. So they have to come with a concrete definition. I would say
I would agree with you.
I would say Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback that I've watched play, but he didn't get as many rings, obviously, for a lot of different reasons. So it's all these arguments. They're gonna have to come together and have one MVP, because the regular season MVP is either the best player in the league or is he the most valuable to his team. You got a guy like Joker. Joker has 3 MVPs. He's got more than Kobe.
Yeah, I will say this though, Michael Jordan, and I believe I saw this in I read an article. He's the only player to win Defensive Player of the Year, MVP of the Year, MVP of the championship. What else? Scoring leader, and he won 5 titles in 1 year. And I would say Mike had the best killer instinct. Trust me.
Oh, I definitely
Mike
say athletically, man, he was definitely gifted. He had the killer instinct. So I'm not. I mean, you can make an argument for him. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right, because when he stepped on the court, I remember he stepped on the court and no one thought he'd be that good. But what they say, Dean Smith is the only person to hold him under 20. Yeah. Team basketball, no one knew he would be a superstar like that, man. He stepped on the court and it was all over for me. His first year in the league, it didn't hurt that he had a shoe when the I guess you could say the most popular gym shoe. Well, how old is he? He's probably 60 something. He's still selling that shoe, man. People, not everybody, but you see it everywhere, man. You go to Brookfield, you see people with them on Brookfield Square or any suburbs. So, the most popular sneaker ever. I mean, I would say so. He's still relevant, man. But I think the problem is when you really sport, you realize you can only be good for a certain amount of time before old age takes it away. See him. I don't know how happy he is.
Yeah. Well, he's a billionaire, so he ain't too sad either.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard to find something. All these guys are looking for something else to fill that void. Of people screaming your name, 40,000 people screaming out your name. It's hard to find. Kobe was trying to find it before he was killed. I don't know if Michael was found it, but I know he's trying to find it. So the great ones realize they can only play for a certain period of time, and then you have to step down, not because you're not great anymore, but because Father Time takes it away. So I think there's a lot to be said about it.
No, I
Okay.
would totally.
So,
agree with you.
John, thanks for coming out, man. This has been a great experience for me. I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right, I'll be in town tomorrow night. Willie Hines going to Rufus King Hall of Fame.
Okay, man. Call me. Where you guys going? Just call me, okay?
I'll hit you up. All right, then.
Okay. Be blessed.
Yep, you too.